crazy, where something came back and it just didn't sit well with me. I made a ruckus about it. I was the only no vote, and I was okay with it, And so from then on, I just did what I thought was the right thing to do, and that's what I'm going to take to Washington with me too. So, I'm entering this race because it's a country I love. The Illinois 14th, I feel like, are being failed right now by our current Democratic leaders in Washington, and there's really tragic fallout from the misguided policies. Communities are under siege by criminals that are comforted by the calls to defund the police, and inflation also rots away the value of our hard-earned dollars and the equity of our life's work. There's growing economic volatility due to the anti-growth energy policy causing prices of getting to work and heating your home to rise. We all have been to the store. We all know that our prices at home are going up. American energy independence would also help defend democracy abroad as well. It's no coincidence that what you saw today with Russia going into Ukraine, that they feel emboldened to invade neighbors just as the U.S. falls behind in energy production because we buy some from Russia. Following the edicts that shut our kids out of schools, parents lost incomes while staying home to watch their children. And we're told that the solution to inflation that takes away our hard-earned dollars and the equity of our life's work is to print more money. Well, that doesn't work. And I recently read the federal debt has gone up 30% in just the last couple of years. 30%. That's a huge number. That's got to stop. And we have to get our inflation under control. We need to put an end to Washington's unyielding overreach, and limited government is more than lip service to people. With a decade in office at the local level, I know America's most important work is accomplished locally in our communities, between neighbors and friends who must seek compromise and accommodate. And compromise isn't a bad word. Sometimes you have to do it to get things done. There are certain core principles we don't back off of, but there are things that we can compromise on to get things done and accommodate competing interests for mutual benefit. While Illinois lost population, this is something that I'm really proud of. There's a map that shows the state of Illinois from the last census, and Kendall County is the only one in green that has grown over 15%. And, one of my friends kind of joked that that's my pinup on my wall. Is I got the map and we'll have it bright green and growing. But while we lost population to these states that are offering competitive, and I'm looking at you, Mayor or Governor. They're going to the competitive pro-family, pro-business, pro-freedom policies in other states. And, I drove a consensus-based agenda forward that helps propel Kendall County to the top in growth among all Illinois counties. And, thank you. I see another one of my board members over here, and you guys are kind of scattered around the room. That's all of us that were able to do that. As D.C. politicians ushered in rampant inflation, I fought to control taxes for our homeowners and our small businesses. While Washington bureaucrats hamstrung competition with mandates and regulations to benefit the politically powerful and well-connected, I introduced a 10-point transparency plan. I encouraged competition for vendor services, and I streamlined efficiency in bidding to produce significant taxpayer savings. Instead of crippling our economy with Green New Deal schemes, we found a serviceable solution to install solar-generated power for our courthouse, for our health department, and for our public safety center. We've saved over $1.5 million by doing that. Instead of empty slogans like "Build Back Better," I led the way toward massive transportation improvements. The Main Road Bridge is under construction. That's the second bridge in the last 30 years, I think. The second span over the Fox River in the last 100 years in Kendall County. We have the Collins Road extension that's going through, and once that's completed, we'll essentially have a corridor that'll connect I-80 to 88. Imperative for a growing county like ours. The Route 47 widening is coming, provides needed benefits to our communities, especially real jobs with good wages as well. We've worked hard to keep Kendall County a safe place to live for our residents. I've supported and promoted our law enforcement. I've endorsed and increased our training and equipment needed for our great Sheriff, Dwight Baird, who, along with his deputies, they do an outstanding job for our community. Thank you, Sheriff. Lynn, where'd you go? Make your way to the back. When we first ran, one of the things that we talked about was improving our ties with our local municipalities and leaders. And you can look around the room, and some of you might be thinking that, hey, there's a governor candidate here, but he's a mayor here. He's a mayor in Aurora. that touches Kendall County. I've got a mayor in Yorkville, middle of Kendall County. I don't know if there are any others stuck in here. Oswego Mayor Troy Farley is here. We've got some great. There's good timing. I was talking about our mayors. So we did that. We have been able to forge those better relations, and that's something that I look forward to doing across the 14th district. We can build these relationships up and do what's best for the people of the 14th Congressional District. I'll take that advocacy and that consensus building with me as we make the 14th Congressional the best it can be. I'm really proud of our proven record, and if elected, I promise that every day that I serve in Congress will be spent the same way, tackling these hard jobs with hard work on behalf of the citizens that have trusted me to fight for them. But I can't do this alone. And thank you all for being here, because I need your help, and that includes fundraising, that includes volunteering, knocking on doors, making calls, getting signatures for my petitions, doing friend-to-friend cards, any number of things. If you can think of it, if you think it will help, we'll get people out to vote for my campaign, for our campaign. I need that help. And I need you to tell your friends and your family to get out and vote. May 19th is when early voting starts. Do it early, right? Yeah. It'll be warm. Exactly. It'll be warm. That's right. You can get the voting out of the way, and just go do that. We'll go voting or something afterwards, and But I need that, and need your help. And together we can reclaim the mantle of liberty, secure the American dream for future generations. And I'm just grateful for all of you being here tonight. Thank you for coming out.